I love to work with people and collaborate with people who love to create more value to the society, shift and transform the present business world to a more empowering, more sustainable, more ethics-based and filled with lots of creativity. So I believe a business hero is a person who would like to transform something. It can be a non-profit organization that you would like to transform. It can be a business cause. It can be a social cause. We are contributing to something bigger, something sustainable with creative ways, There are many business people who are really working in the business world, who are really attaining these three very important characteristics, to look on the life on the sustainability, on the creativity level, and also on the ethics level. I'm still on my journey, to become a business hero. So hi guys, my name is Gabor Marton. I call myself a peak performance coach and entrepreneur. I spent 10 years in banking in different positions. I was a risk manager, then I was also a sales guy, and I was head of corporate innovation at UniCredit Bank Hungary. And 5 years ago, I made a decision to make a big leap into the business world, becoming a full-time entrepreneur. And since then, I'm working together with companies, I'm helping their business grow. Especially, I'm focusing on IT-related businesses and startups, and also small and medium-sized companies inside of Hungary and also outside of Hungary. Plus, I'm also working with executives, managers who would like to step to the next level in business and in their careers. Plus, I'm also involved in a startup which is creating agricultural revolution in vertical hydroponic farming. So this is me in a nutshell, and if I would like to leave a coffee mark on you, I would say that I love to work with people and collaborate with people who love to create more value to the society, create more value in the business world, and really shift and transform the present business world to a more empowering, more sustainable, more ethics-based, and filled with lots of creativity. For business, the first word came in is a journey, as simple as it is. For hero, for hero is transformation. So I believe a business hero is a person who would like to transform something. It can be a non-profit organization that you would like to transform. It can be a business cause. It can be a social cause. And meanwhile, when the person is developing, they are creating more and more value through creativity. And this business hero is also a person who loves to collaborate with other business heroes, combining their forces, because business heroes are not lonely wolves. They are more like a tribe of wolves who is basically helping others to grow, also sharing their values, sharing their knowledge with other people. So as a summary, a business hero is a person who not just transforming themselves, but also transforming others surrounding him or her, and also collaborating with others to create something very valuable based on their previous experiences, based on their values. So creating something awesome at the end of the day. I always had a certain feeling or a certain ambition to create side projects. It also started during the university because there was a certain subsidy that we could take part of. So they gave us a small amount of money, a couple of thousands of euros that time, to found our company, because with two friends of mine we wanted to create a small company which is helping students in the middle school to grow. So we would do different trainings for them: time management, personal efficiency, communication trainings. So this was our aim. So we basically, when I was 21, I was part of a small company, a small business, And since then, I took part in different businesses. I tried different multi-level marketing businesses. I tried to find my way in that sense. So I was trying out lots of things. Um, I was exploring many business ideas. I was exploring investments. Obviously, during this journey, I really experienced a lot. I also invested lots of money into my own education. I went through many business development seminars, personal development seminars, from Tony Robbins through T. Harv Eker, US, London, Madrid. So I really traveled a lot and invested lots of money into my own education. And I was really driven to explore my network as well. So I was connected to many entrepreneurs back then, and it was really like a catalyst for me. And back then, most of my friends were already entrepreneurs. So some of them had already like a small, medium-sized business. Some of them were already very successful businessmen. So this kind of environment was a great catalyst for me to really touch my calling. And the real calling came when I was around 30, 29, 30. And this was the time when I was putting aside money, since I was working in banking, but I was putting aside money as a safe pot. So whenever I will leave, I will have, let's say, 6-12 months of reserve if anything goes wrong as an entrepreneur. So back then this was my aim, and when I was 33 years old, 5 years ago, I started my journey, and I really felt that this is the time to leave the corporate world. The leaving was mainly due to this calling. So even though I really enjoyed being head of innovation of the corporate division, I had a very small team, but we were working on interesting projects. I liked the community as well in the banking, but I really felt a different drive, a different calling, and I wanted to explore my potential, that what's inside me, what can I create, with whom I can collaborate with. And this was basically the beginning of my present entrepreneur journey. There was plenty of obstacles, I can say, especially in the first couple of years. Since I had many failures before that, so I got too used to failure, honestly speaking. So I found 10,000 ways how it won't work. So it was a good sign as well. The biggest challenges were basically coming from my environment, because none of my parents were entrepreneur spirits in that sense. So they were really wanted to protect me from the failures, protect me from the environment. And it was one of the biggest obstacles, even though they had the best intentions. And it made me really a strong person mentally, because I wasn't really giving up, even though they asked me many times in my first couple of months, like, okay, it was a nice fun journey for 6 months, but when you go back, apply for a new job in the banking industry, but I was really keep moving forward, because I really believe that this calling is a real calling and I want to make it happen. And this was basically one of the biggest obstacles, but it's really shifted when my parents have seen my results. We started to talk about it more openly about that one, and it really shifted. And also our relationship improved, so it was also a very good side effect of it. The other obstacle was basically like internal obstacles, like how much I really believe in myself, how my self-awareness is improving. So when I was really discovering like what are my blocks, emotionally, what are my blocks mentally, in terms of business, in terms of money, in terms of taking action, because I was a big procrastinator in the beginning of my journey, even though I knew what has to be done, but I was very lazy in the beginning. Later that I discovered that I had certain patterns which needed to be shifted, so I went to coaches, psychologists, I went to different trainings to really, get over this one, or to release these kind of blocks. And the big support, on the other hand, because I think it's very important to talk about this one as well, is having friendship base who are really supporting each other. I was take part in multiple masterminds. I was taking part in for 4 years we had a men's group every Tuesday, basically almost every Tuesday. During the year we were meeting and discussing business issues, personal issues. So it was a great catalyst to grow as a person. So I would say that the main obstacles, as a summary, were my circumstances, like my family background, let's say, or their viewpoint, their beliefs about business. And the second was more like internal ones, because external ones, it's coming from internal, so it's not so much there to explain about or talk about. I was meeting many mentors in my life. There was always periods in my life who I was meeting with. I found that some of my friends were basically like a mentor for me, who were even in high executive in corporate life, so I could see like what challenges they have. But there was a very special person of mine. I can call him like my business father in that sense. He was basically the leader of our men's group. His name is Itai, and he's an Israeli businessman who was really helping us a lot, because he was really mentoring us. Every month we spent together at least a half a day in his house. We were discussing a lot about business. He was helping us with negotiation, how to look on life, how to grow as a person, how to grow as a partner in a relationship, in a long-term relationship. So he was really helping us a lot. So I'm grateful till the end of my life, and I'm very happy that the universe or life brought us together, because we not just learned a lot, but we grew as a person a lot, and we became very good friends as well. So our relationship, even though it's a mentor-mentee relationship, but now it's more like a brotherhood, like a family relationship, which I really highly appreciate. And also what I would like to mention here is that how important were my friends in this type of setting, the men's group. And I highly encourage everybody even joining a men's group or women's group or a mastermind group, because these guys really became my brothers in arms in that sense. So we can trust each other's lives on each other, so we are really like a special forces team in that sense in business. And I found it also we were basically mentoring each other and helping each other. So I really believe that that's so crucial, to have people on your journey who are like full-time supporters of yours. It doesn't mean that everything is fluffy and everything is all nice what you are doing, but who can also give you very harsh critique on what they seeing in you, what is really limiting you, and what is really holding you back. Because this kind of honesty sometimes hurts, and honestly I was really sometimes I cried a lot during these 4 years, but these, let's say, cries were really like very transforming. And without this one, I won't be the person who would give this interview with you guys here. There was many learnings during this journey. It's a kind of challenge to describe one, but I will do my best to get out some of the biggest lessons right now. Let's start with one is like retrusting your intuition, because you are the one who will know what's the best for you. It's good to get external feedbacks, because we have a certain limited viewpoint on things, especially if you are not an expert on that one. So find those people, find those experts who has also experience on that field. Consume the information. Maybe you will shift your viewpoint, maybe not, but take into consideration this one and then make a decision on that one. And decision, this is the second one, is much better to make a decision than just being in one place. It's fine, to analyze things. It's also fine to look around things and make your research, which I highly encourage. But there's a certain point when you have to make a decision. So make a decision, because otherwise, based on my experience, we get stuck when we are not making decisions. And it's better to make a wrong decision at a certain point than not making a decision. I only learned on the hard way, so I highly encourage you to make a decision. That is the second one. And the third one is find ways to collaborate. Collaboration can mean that you are working together on a very specific project. This is one collaboration. But it can be also collaboration, as we are doing this interview, is that we are collaborating, we are sharing each other's content, we are supporting each other. This can be also like a collaboration. But always find something to work with together with others. There is multiple reasons for that. One of the first reasons is that you will learn a lot through in the process. You will get to know lots of people, lots of opinions, and you will grow as a person. The second one, since you are also contributing a lot to other people, you will get to know more and more people, you can collaborate with. So it's basically you are extending also your network. And that is also a very important point, is that you create a network effect. So if you will drop one rock into the ocean, it will create a small wave. But if simultaneously many rocks will jump into the water with your rock, it will create like a big tsunami in the ocean, because it will resonate together and it will really grow together to a big wave. So it's also, if you like to reach a bigger impact, then always search for someone who is really like to collaborate with you. And maybe the last one is that there is sometimes you can't collaborate with someone. Maybe it's not time for that collaboration. Maybe you are not a good fit to each other, but it's also fine. So it's my lesson in life was that find those people with whom you really have a good feeling of collaborating. When you have this 10/10 feeling, like this is a hell yes that I would like to collaborate with this person. If it's only an 8 and 9, think about like, why is it just an 8 and 9? If you can get through it, then make this collaboration. If not, then maybe it's time to put it aside and let's wait for the right moment. Maybe the right moment will come, maybe not. But at the end of the day, focus on those people with whom you can really collaborate in the moment. I believe there are many people in Hungary who attain these three basically crucial points or crucial characteristics of business heroes: ethics, sustainability, and creativity. Many of these people, I believe, is working in shadows, under the radar, right? Because there are many people who works for non-profit organizations who are contributing to something bigger, something sustainable with creative ways, even just thinking about creativity of how to raise funds in a very ethical way, stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure there are many people actually who could be a good candidate for that. Also, there are many business people who are really working in the business world, who are really attaining these three very important characteristics. And I truly believe that whoever wins this trophy will be in a kind of strong competition, and I love competition in that sense, because we are competing for something bigger, something valuable, because this trophy can really mean a lot, and show the impact of how important it is to look on the life on the sustainability, on the creativity level, and also on the ethics level, because these three attributes are very crucial to have in our own life, and live based on these principles. And it can also create an extra curriculum or an extra value and impact also to the society. I truly believe that there are many people who works in the business sphere and also in the non-profit sphere who can attain the ethics, the sustainability, and the creativity combined. And I truly believe that this trophy or this ambitious mission will have lots of attraction. Lots of people will get attracted to this one, because it's a very unique approach on how we look on life and how we look on business itself. It's a very good question, honestly. I feel that I have the ethics. I'm looking on how to be sustainable, and I believe I'm a creative person. But truly, I don't want to nominate myself to this kind of thing because I don't find it ethical, to nominate myself. I would be definitely I would be very happy that if someone would apply me. But honestly, I'm feeling that I'm still on my journey, to become a business hero itself, because I feel that I have lots of impacts still in me, which I would like to make before getting this precious nomination. It's my pleasure, guys. My pleasure.